Hello, we are in Skopje, Macedonia right now. It's my first time in the country. I'm here with my mum. In this video, I'm going to give my first impressions of Skopje and of Macedonia in general. It's about to get Macedonian. We are off. Next stop, Macedonia.
Yep, and the journey begins.
This is Mum of Jord.
Hi. This is my first trip with my son in maybe about 15 years. So I'm so excited.
Welcome to Macedonia. We've just flown into Skopje, just arrived to the airport, and it's the first time I'm in this country. First time I'm at this airport, obviously. Just got out 70 dinar to the pound, and we got out 7,000, so that's about £100, and it's currently, in 2018, 70 dinar, which is the currency to the pound. Anyway, my mum's here. It's the first trip with my mum in a long time. We're going on a bit of a backpacking route over the next 2 weeks and starting off here in Skopje. I think we need to get this bus. It's 1,000 dinar. The international airport is actually about 25 kilometers outside the city, so the first thing you need to do is grab a bus and head on in. Or a taxi, but we don't want to do that. We don't roll like that.
We don't.
No. We just got off the bus and arrived in the center of Skopje, but we realized we don't actually know where we're going. Me being an experienced traveler didn't really organize directions to the hotel, so we came to the first place with Wi-Fi, which also ended up having very cheap and good food. What is it, Mama Jord?
It's a pizza sandwich, it's amazing.
It was like both of these huge things for just about £1. And we get to get on the Wi-Fi and figure out where our hotel is. Food done. Just figured it out. We're only about 15 minutes away. Let's go. She got on without paying. Right, well, we just jumped on and didn't realise that it was a pass thing rather than paying. So sorry, Macedonians that always pay. We just didn't, we just jumped the bus. Please don't arrest me. No, completely innocent accident, and from now on we're going to get the bus pass, we just didn't realise. Anyway, it's dropped us right at the hotel. And voila, we're here. This place. I think this is a good example of when the photos don't match up to reality. It's alright, but it's like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. £25 for 2 nights, and it's somewhere to explore from. Right, we're going straight back out. To be honest, if you're looking at that, oh, that's loud. If you're looking at that, then it probably doesn't look so bad. It's just that it kind of smells of damp. The sheets are kind of damp, it's got that sort of mouldy smell, but you can't tell that from photos, and the reviews were okay. So what can you do? We're here for tonight, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, honest review of our first hotel.
109.
Looks, yeah.
Home sweet home.
Honest review. Anyway, not really that important, because we're going to head straight back into the city and go exploring instead. Just thought I'd give an honest appraisal of our first place. We're actually a little bit outside the city, and it would be a bus ride in, but I think to see a bit of it, as I like to do as soon as you get into a new place, we're going to walk back in, which will be about 20 to 30 minute walk, and see what we can see. Just found this very helpful tourist map. We just walked from there, we're here, about to get into this area, and the whole of the centre seems like it has a lot of these attractions and this wonderfully helpful graffiti. So we're going to go around here and see what we can see. There's my mum blending in. Well, this is nice. Look at this giant fountain in a big square. And actually the first thing that struck me was it's kind of like a London meets Greece meets Eastern Europe feel. Like you've got this big square, a big sort of Greek kind of building over there, and then still the blocks of houses. Yeah, very cool. I said it's like a London meets Greece meets Eastern Europe. I was just thinking, it's really funny, it's mid-June right now, and granted, the weather's not amazing, but it's so empty here. This is one of the capitals of Europe. This is really beautiful. There's lots of nice architecture and a river in the middle of a city with loads of cafes and stuff, and there's no one here. We're like the only ones walking around. It is a Tuesday, so obviously it'll be busier at the weekends, but still, if this was a lot of cities in Europe, it'd be very busy, full of tourists, but there's no one here. This is right in the centre of Skopje, and we just stopped off to get a drink and something to eat because we have no real plans today, so we're just going to chill. A pint of beer is less than £2, and the food is also whatever. Every bit of food here is about £2. Cheers.
Cheers to our road trip.
That's really good.
This is sweet.
Yeah, country 62. And I think it's going to be a few more over the next 2 weeks because we're doing a bit of a road trip from here to Kosovo to Albania and Bosnia over the next couple of weeks with my mum. Should be very cool. We've just walked across the bridge and this is now the old market, I think. It's like the old town of Skopje. Right, okay, so we found the kebab shop on either side. Dresses and Gold Street. It seems like this whole street is kebab shops. Dresses and gold. Yeah, we just said again, we're walking across the main bridge, I guess, that connects two touristy parts of Skopje. It's pretty empty. It's like 6 p.m. and it's empty. How weird. I don't know if something's going on, we have no idea, but I would expect it to be busier, but it's very nice that it's not. And we're getting a nice tour of the city to ourselves. We're gonna go for some dinner now because we haven't really eaten, and then we're gonna kinda just chill tonight and make more of an effort at seeing some of Skopje's sights tomorrow, and then maybe, hopefully, I would have done some research and I'll be able to tell you more about it as well. So finish tonight, Mum. Bon appetit. Bella. We're going to head straight to the fortress because we looked up what to do in Skopje this morning, and that's top of the list. Apparently it's free entry. It's right in the center of town where we were walking around yesterday. I'm going to go check it out now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For a day in Skopje.
Woohoo!
Let's do it! It's not written on it, and it's never been confirmed that it's Alexander the Great, but apparently it's pretty much accepted that's Alexander the Great. We just walked up from the center of town to the top of the fortress, and it's actually only about 20 minutes walk up. It's quite easy. It gives you a pretty good view over the whole city. Check it out. We're here on top of the fortress, and we were just walking through it. And look, it's actually quite nice. It's quite well preserved, but it's all, I mean, it's free entrance, and it's all, so I'm not complaining at all, but it's all overgrown and been left to its own devices. I just feel like more could be done with this place. Yeah, I mean, the walls are nicely maintained. Oops, just tripped. And there's a good view over Macedonia, but there's nothing up here. I don't know. Some people will be thinking and watching it, well, that's nice because it's authentic and it's just like how it was and it's been left to nature. Look, like that's just a path down into nothing. But I just feel like actually there's much more that could be done with it. If you tidy it up a bit, put, I don't know, just a nice area up here, have a space for families or people to relax, a cafe or something, then it would be much more of a tourist attraction. I think maybe there was once. Look at this. Look. It's like an old abandoned something. Hey buddy, how you doing? Oh, hello.
Like a badger.
Castle dog.
A badger.
And now we've made a friend. Hey buddy. He's just following us. Maybe this was meant to be something once, but it doesn't look like it's been built for a while. And this would probably be the best viewpoint here, but you can't get in. It's a rusty railing that's padlocked shut. This is the building site. We still have the dog. Hey buddy. Hey dude. You're coming with us. Come on.
You're your best mate. I haven't got anything. He thinks I've got food. I've got nothing.
Sorry mate.
I've got nothing.
Oh, he's gonna be heartbroken.
Sorry.
You're very cute, dude. You're very cute. Oh, even with a lick for the camera. And next up, these are some Macedonian beans, so I'm told, with some bread. Yeah, I like that. Kind of like the beans in Romania as well.
Tasty.
Bye-bye, thank you.
Bye-bye.
To finish up today, we've gone for the #1 restaurant on TripAdvisor. What's the verdict? Very good, I think. Whew. Right then. We just finished up with that meal, which was at the #1 rated restaurant on TripAdvisor in Skopje. I wanted to treat my mum, take her somewhere nice, and that popped up. And actually, I think it's called Gostilnica Ducat. And actually it was really reasonable. The food was fantastic. We each had drinks, and for the overall meal it was just £15, about $20. The food, honestly, was incredible. And generally, that brings me to actually my first impressions of Skopje and of Macedonia. The food here for the last 2 days has been second to none. Everywhere we've eaten, the service from people and the food has been amazing. Like, really, by a lot of standards as well, quite cheap, really affordable. Most places we were only really paying £2 or £3 per meal, even in the centre of Skopje, in the tourism places. Then my meal was £4, $5 in the #1 rated restaurant on TripAdvisor. So really affordable, really friendly people as well, and that's not just the service staff. Whenever we've had any interactions here in the first 2 days, people have been generally very friendly. I think Skopje could explode in tourism in the next 5 to 10 years. I didn't really know what to expect before getting here, but actually the downtown and the old town is really nice to walk around through. We didn't have the perfect weather. It was cloudy and it was rainy, but if it was sunny, that riverbank with all of the restaurants there, and I can imagine that being a lot more popular. Like I said in this video, it felt like there was no one around. It felt like there should be a lot more tourists here, and I think in the future there will be. I even said it with the fortress. It feels like this could be a real tourism landmark, but there's still not that many people there right now. So I would say, I would recommend it. Come to Skopje, come check out Macedonia. Do it as part of a bigger trip like we're planning to do, or just do it for a weekend. We're going to go tomorrow to Ohrid and check out another part of Macedonia, which I'll have another video for. But so far, for these 2 days in Skopje, in Macedonia, yeah, definitely thumbs up. I would recommend people to come check it out, and hopefully this video showed you some of the things you can see here. We didn't see all of it by a long stretch. There's still some places outside of Skopje. There's Matka Valley, the aqueduct, the cable car up a mountain which I forget the name of, and these are all things we didn't get a chance to do but you could do. Overall, 2 thumbs up. Really enjoyed Skopje. I think my mum really enjoyed it as well. She's back in the room now, about to get some sleep, and thoroughly looking forward to the next 2 weeks going through this area. For now, thank you for watching, and this is my life.